But what happens when you spin a hex nut in a balloon? And a hex nut is just like a little nut that looks like that. Yep, there we go.
You place a hex
nut in a balloon.
up and spin it around.
Oh, this feels so dangerous.
Rolls along the inflated surface.
Let me guess, it's gonna shoot out.
The nut hits the latex. This makes a
Makes a thumping noise. Sure.
Is moving incredibly fast. It sounds like a high pitch.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a pretty cool noise.
You use a bigger nut.
Bigger nut, bigger noise.
Lower, which changes the sound to a lower pitch. And
Okay, good. That all makes sense. What's crazy about this?
down, the sound gets lower. But if the nut is too heavy, it will start to stretch the latex until it bursts.
Here it goes.
Popping the balloon.
Shooting out, and that should go pretty fast. Okay, I don't want that to happen, but I do want to spin some nuts, and I want to see what happens. Hex nuts in balloons. Do not try this at home. I am a trained professional, kind of. Self-proclaimed. Let's do this. Does the sound of a hex bolt inside of a balloon change with the size of the hex bolt? And also, does the increased risk of it breaking through actually occur? Well, we're going to find out because I have 4 different size hex bolts right here with 4 latex balloons. I'm going to start off with the smallest one, drop it in, blow it up a bit. Now that I've blown it up, I'm going to put a knot in this. Let's hear. Okay, that's a pretty cool sound. And it's definitely not going to break through or anything, so this one's safe. Second balloon with double the size of the hex bolt. It's kind of the same sound. Same sound, and it didn't break, so far, he's a liar. But now we're getting to the big boys. This one is super thick right here. It looks like a ring you'd wear on your finger, and we're gonna put this one in the pink balloon. I have high hopes for this one. You could actually see this one, so this balloon is super thin, because this is the largest I've blown it up to. Let me take some precautions. See if it's louder. Okay. Definitely louder. It's zinging a bit more. But notably, it is not breaking through. Well, good thing we still have the Big Bertha right here, which is gonna go in the purple balloon. I'm gonna do it till it breaks at this point. But that was louder, so far, actually, I do believe Zach. But let's see the final level now. Our balloon is choking. Stuff in the esophagus here. Let me try to push her through. Okay. Oh my gosh. The final level. What is this going to sound like? Is it going to break? So many unanswered questions that Zach promises we'll get the answer to. Sound test first. Whoa, that sound is definitely different. It really wants to get out of there. I don't know what more I could do. Okay, so the sound definitely changes, but you're not gonna get a hex nut shooting out of a balloon, at least of that size. But if you guys do attempt this, make sure you're safe using safety goggles. But I do think it could ultimately work. I mean, it's definitely stress testing this balloon a little bit. You'll see a little nick that kind of happens. So this thing is on its way out for sure, but with the size of hex bolt that I currently have on hand, it's not gonna work.
It moves around differently.
For the last test, I want to throw all 32 of these hex nuts into the balloon to see if it would break with all that weight. And also see what that sound would be. All right, everything is officially in now, so let's give it a spin. Oh my gosh, that is insane. It actually does sound like a hurricane. Look at them sticking too. Oh wait. Oh yeah, I'm gonna try to get a little bit louder. Oh! That was absolutely insane. All right, so it looks like Zach is not lying. Do not put hex nuts inside of a balloon, especially that many. That is so dangerous. That thing exploded, and the sound it makes is terrifying. But it does work. You heard it here first. Good job, Zach. This one looks crazy, but why fire won't burn a cup of water? What do you mean?
Into a paper cup.
Water into a cup.
In a fire,
Okay, then I guess we're gonna put a cup of water in fire.
everywhere.
Yes, that's what.
Water can absorb
That's not what happens?
amount of heat, which keeps the paper at a low temperature.
Okay, all right. He's explaining something that I don't believe to be true.
Of it intact. Even once
How does the paper preserve itself, though? It doesn't make sense.
enough to burn the cup, meaning the cup
So the water can never get hot enough. Okay, I see.
boils away.
So it can only boil away. So you're telling me if I take a cup of water in a paper cup and put it in a flame for like 20 minutes, nothing's going to happen? Well, in theory, if that works, then I'm just going to place a lot all over my house, so then if there was ever a fire, God forbid, nothing would happen. All right. Let's try this.
So let's see if that video we just watched is true. So I have a paper cup right here that is filled to the top with water. And what I'm going to do is submerge this fully in fire right below me. And I'm going to see whether or not after a couple of minutes, if the paper cup with the water in it remains. There's no way this works, right? Like, I get that ZacD Films for the most part is pretty trustworthy, but I do not see this going well.
Let's drop this paper in. I mean, isn't paper flammable? It's literally wood. And water extinguishes fire. So how do these two together somehow stay intact? We are about to find out, because the fire is now brewing.
So we're quite literally going to let this cook. I guess we can kind of see it in real time what happens to this. So far though, it does seem to be avoiding the cup. Yeah, the flame's going, and so far it's just going around it. There's clearly a flame in the middle, and maybe like the very top of the cup is getting a little bit burnt, but the water remains. So 5 minutes in, this fire is going. The paper cup is still intact. There's definitely a little bit of browning happening towards the top where there's not water. So I think it's true that where there's water plus paper, the fire isn't gonna touch, but I'm gonna let this go even further because I really wanna see if this is true. It just doesn't feel right, but apparently it is. So as you guys can see, we've been here for about 20 minutes with the fire burning, and it is completely untouched in the middle. I mean, the rest of the wood logs are being burnt through fully, and then this paper cup with the water is just completely untouched. It's actually insane. I don't recommend trying this, but if you were to, it would work. So ZacD Films on this one was absolutely snapping. That is cool. This is what the cup looks like. It really tried hard to get in there, but nothing happened. Still perfect, even when exposed to high flames. All right, cheers.
This is one of the most requested shorts that I try out. It's how to stack Pringles in a circle.
A Pringle on top of another, all facing
Okay.
the same direction, each
So face the Pringles upwards by stacking them.
in place.
How are we making a circle though? This defies gravity.
It will cause the stack to curve upwards, and their weight
Okay, but how do you finish that off?
in front.
Right? Isn't that like the issue?
Enough friction to keep the chips.
Sure. All this makes sense. Yes, right? Crescent, the moon shape.
Will continue to curve,
Oh, okay.
perfectly closing the circle.
Oh, that's cool. All right, I mean, it makes sense. I just don't know if I'm able to do this. This feels like very meticulous placement in order to get it right, but I guess we're gonna try it.
Let's try to do that circular Pringle structure that ZacD Films said you could make. It looks super cool, so hopefully this works. This would be fun to play with your Pringles. So I have a few cans right here. I'm not sure how many it's gonna take, so I have two. Let's hope they're not broke. Usually that's a big issue with Pringles. And I think it's as simple as just sort of like laying them out like so, and just building that really wide base. Okay, we're gonna start going for the curve now. Okay, so Michael came in here and he was able to get like 95% of this, which means all I have to do to complete this circle is technically place one more down, and ZacD Films is not a liar. There it is, a perfect circle right through that Pringle stack right there. If you have some extra Pringles lying around, be sure to do this. It'll take you a long time, but when you do it, it's very satisfactory.
So thank you for this, Zach. This one worked. Highly recommend trying. Now let's move on to another one. Okay, we have how to find north with a stick. Is it really that easy? Just a stick and you could like directionally place yourself?
A straight stick into flat sunny
Stick into the ground. Got it.
rock at the tip of its shadow, marking your first
Okay, oh, I see. We're gonna be using shadows here.
before dropping a stick
Wait a little bit,
at the shadow.
and then you're gonna see where that thing went. Okay.
west, so shadows crawl the opposite way.
Oh.
First rock marks west, and the second marks east. Stand
This is actually super useful if you're like an expeditioner.
and just like that, you
Stand right in front. Oh, and that's north. Okay, I mean, it's worth a try. So just stand between the two placements of the shadows, and that's going to be north. I hope this works because this would actually be super useful for people who are traveling. And I guess if you don't have a phone on you. All right, let's see.
So if you've ever lost outdoors, maybe in the desert or the rainforest or some place where you don't have your phone on you or a compass and you need to find north, this is what you can do according to Zach. So you get yourself a stick like so, and then you look at the shadow that it casts. In this case, it's right over here. And what he says to do is take a rock and put it at the tip of the shadow, which is going to be right here. And then you wait 15 minutes to see how this turns, and that's where you put the other one. And if you stand in between, you're going to be facing north. So we're going to let this sit for 15 minutes now so the shadow can rotate. We'll place our next rock, and then we'll know whether or not we're facing north. Pretty cool trick if it works. I think it should, right? The sun is pretty consistent. All right, we'll check back in a little bit. Okay guys, we just came back because I wanted to check on the new direction so we know where north is, and it's cloudy, which means that if it's cloudy, you actually can't find out where you are. So we have to actually wait now for the sun to come out to reveal where the shadow is. The suspense is here. We need to find north ASAP. Okay, sun's out now. Let's see where the shadow is. All right, it didn't go too far, but the tip is now here, which means if I were to put this down now right here and stand right here, it means that where I'm facing is going to be north. So I'm gonna pull out my compass and show you guys. 3, 2, 1. No way. We are actually facing north. Wow, this is like spot on within just a couple degrees. All right, not gonna lie, I was very skeptical about that, but if you leave a stick, let its shadow cast, wait 30 minutes, and then put another rock down, stand between, you will almost certainly find north. I mean, we did it right there. That's actually pretty cool.
Well, this feels too good to be true. Coffee balloon turns into a robot hand.
With loose coffee grounds before attaching it to the end of a robotic
Well, where am I gonna get a robotic arm?
arm presses onto an object, the coffee grounds pack around it.
Okay. Oh, that's cool. It's like a 3D printer.
Then a vacuum pump sucks the air out of the balloon, forcing the
Oh, I see what's happening here.
grain
It'll bind to it,
lock into place,
take shape, and then bam.
into a gripper
Okay.
that can grab almost anything.
And it could grab anything.
It's the vacuum.
And then you release it, bam, and then it drops it. So I need a balloon, coffee, and a vacuum. Let's try to make a robot coffee balloon picker-upper thing. Thanks, Zach.
So I don't have a robot, but I do have a hand vacuum pump, and what I'm going to do is fill this balloon with coffee beans. Well, it's already technically filled with coffee beans. And I'm going to pull on this to reverse the suction so it does that effect that we saw in Zach's video, and see if I can pick up something like this Duracell battery right here. So we have the coffee beans in here. You can kind of see it like forming against the latex. And I guess we're gonna try to pick this up. So let's kind of form it there, and then oh, is it in? Look at that. Wait, it's actually like a little hand. So that formed to the battery, and then I guess if I release it, it'll drop it. That's kind of cool. Wait, I want to see if I can pick up anything else. Okay, let's see if I can pick up the Sambucha action figure. Put him down. Oh, look at that. His head is within the coffee grounds. And drop him back down, and he's all in one shape. Pretty cool, guys. Zacty Films, that one does work. So robot arm with coffee and balloon thing works.
The question we have here is, can you taste garlic with your feet? Feels self-explanatory, but let's see what Zach says.
Piece of garlic into a plastic bag, then
Okay.
until it breaks open. Next,
There's no way this works, right?
your foot, and as your foot touches
I'm just stepping on raw garlic.
pieces compounds that pass through your skin,
Why is this just for garlic, though? That's my question.
traveling all the way up to your lungs,
To your lungs, okay. You breathe it out, and let me guess, you smell it?
through your nose and
Yep.
mouth.
So you could smell garlic through your feet. You know what? I like garlic, so I would love to smell garlic through my feet. I'm not sure this one's going to work. This one seems super far-fetched, but let's go ahead and try it.
Is it true that you can actually taste garlic through your feet? Well, we're gonna find out right now to see if Zach's lying or not. So I have some garlic cloves here. We're gonna mash them up like it says in the video. Give that a smell. And now, according to the video, through some crazy osmosis, if I put my foot on top of the garlic, I should be able to breathe through garlic. I don't know if it's the smell of garlic in the air or what, but it's kind of working. Hold on. I want to be like pure, objective, unbiased. Oh, this works. This 100% works. I have garlic flowing through my veins right now, and it's all stemming from the foot. There truly is some receptors at the bottom of the foot that feed all the way to the top of the head. This thing's like, I feel like I'm garlic boiling right now, like garlic personified. All right, well, I'm sold on that one. That one absolutely works. It's a weird one, I know, but trust me, go ahead and try this. You're gonna be tasting garlic from your feet.
So here's a video about how to get a video game console for just $10. So let's see what this is.
He placed the PS4 on the grocery scale.
Oh, what?
It printed a produce sticker that he put
I feel like this is highly illegal.
Self-checkout, there was
I mean,
no
I don't doubt that it
cashier,
works.
So he scanned
Let's
the
see.
barcode himself, and it rang up the PS4
Yeah, I mean, that'll do it.
as produce.
You're just basically
Meaning he
mis-scanning.
only
Like, that is not
paid
produce.
$10. Now, he avoided jail, but the guilty verdict
Okay, well,
stayed on his
that's not
record.
surprising. I really don't get why somebody would do that, because you could literally just use Whatnot to get great deals directly to your door. And actually, speaking of consoles, together with Whatnot, I'm giving away a Nintendo Switch 2 with Pokemon Pokopia, AirPods 4, and everything I'm about to shop for in the next 60 seconds. Now to enter, sign up for Whatnot using my link and spend some or all of your free $15. Or to enter for free, comment your Whatnot username below, but $15 is literally free money, so you might as well spend it. Whatnot is the #1 live stream selling app where you can buy, sell, or auction literally anything. So as you guys know, I love electronics and collectibles like Pokemon cards, but Whatnot also has so many different categories such as sports cards, toys, Legos, Funkos, and so much more. There's even a snacks and candy category and also a meat and seafood category, so there's really something for everybody. So for instance, let's say I wanted to buy a Charizard slab in the marketplace. Pokemon Charizard PSA 1 Stormfront, buy now. And then on auction, let's get some Gen 1 1 slabs. Oh, insane Raichu, insane Raichu. I need this, I need this, I need this, and I will get it. I will get this, I will get this. Let's go. Let's get our hand on some candy as well. Oh, that looks amazing. That's like all of my favorite candies in one. Wow, all that candy for like 20 bucks. And literally all of this is going into the giveaway. Again, to enter, sign up for Whatnot using my link and spend some or all of your free $15. Last time, only 27% of you guys spent your credit on Whatnot, which means we left $182,000 of free money on the table. So be like Kane and get yourself something nice with your free $15. So thank you again to Whatnot for sponsoring this video. Now let's go ahead and test another Zach D Films video. This feels dangerous. How to shoot a coin with your fingers.
Coin between your
Excited to watch this.
middle finger, placing it slightly to the outside. Then,
Okay.
your hand towards you, aiming your elbow forward.
Yep.
Tilt your hand down
Tilt hand down and pinch.
as if you're about to snap your fingers. And when you flip
Oh, I see.
forward while releasing pressure with your thumb, all
So you're basically just snapping.
motion. This will shoot the coin,
Oh, so it's like that.
and if you keep practicing, you'll eventually.
What a troublemaker. I don't endorse that behavior if you're in school right now. First off, you shouldn't be on your phone if you're in school. You should be paying attention. Second off, don't do what that just showed you, because that's going to hurt somebody. With that said, let's go hurt somebody.
So let's see if we could throw a quarter just by snapping like Zach D Film showed. So I set up over there 3 paper cups in a little pyramid, and I'm going to use the exact figuration with my fingers to try to snap this and get that velocity that'll hopefully break somebody's head if I were to hit them with it. So here we go. You're supposed to put it basically like that. You're almost snapping it. And then I think you're just supposed to snap and it should just go out. How does that work though? Let's try this again. Oh, nice. That was pretty good. Another take here. Oh, that is so fast. All right, we're starting to get this now. Oh, so close. Oh, we're almost there. Let's go. All right, we finally got it after like 20 attempts, but it is a cool like incognito way just to move the quarter. So that one does work, but I don't recommend trying it because you're probably gonna hurt somebody if you hit them. But it does work, so thanks, Zach.
Here we have how a straw stabs through a potato.
A potato and try to stab it through.
Does it not just go through? Oh, okay. I feel like I've done this before.
New straw.
Wait, what's the technique then? There's so little you could do.
This
Oh, you know what?
to push against the
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
compresses it.
Force the air down,
Stab it. It'll go
and then you pop right through that bad boy. Okay.
thread a string through to make a
Yeah, I guess you can make a potato necklace as well with it if you'd like.
potato necklace. Who approved this?
And I guess he was frustrated with himself because afterwards he's like, why did I write this? Well, I'll show you why you wrote this, because it works. Because we are going to stab a potato. Hopefully. Otherwise, you should fire that guy even though that guy was you.
I have my potato right here and I have my straw right here. I do not know how this is gonna work, but right now this is what it looks like when I try to stab it with the straw. I can't get through it or anything. Or can I? Wait a second. I mean, it's definitely hard, but I was able to pierce it. So straws are already a lot stronger than I thought. Look at that. And if I do go my hardest, this is what it looks like. So I'm able to pierce through, but apparently if you put your thumb over here and stop the airflow, you're gonna be able to get through so easily. Wait, I mean, you guys are seeing this raw. I thought for sure I would have to I brought another potato, hold on. Okay, there we go. No difference, because look, without doing the technique, zero difference. Whether you hold this little thing on top or don't, just know if you need to stab your potato with a straw, it doesn't matter how you do it. I'm glad we learned. I thought it was gonna be a fun little science one that we can kind of do together, but unfortunately there's nothing to that. Absolute lie. Zach lied about that one.
Here we have how a cookie fits through a tiny hole. And I'm not sure how this is possible because this is just like restricted by physics, but we're gonna find out, I guess.
Shove the cookie through the hole
Don't try to shove it in the hole.
without ripping the.
Yep, because it would break.
If you fold the paper in half,
Let's see this origami thing that's about to happen, right?
fold down.
Down, one side.
You can
I know I'm gonna mess that up.
unfold it before switching the overlapping parts.
Okay.
When you do this, you're actually pulling the 2 sides of the square,
Oh, so you're stretching the hole the more you pull on it,
making the hole
and it ends up making it slightly bigger, twice as big, okay? And the cookie goes straight through. So just by manipulating the paper, you're kind of like micro tearing the sides so that you can fit right in there. Let's try it.
I have the diamond cut out in this paper right here, and then I have a chocolate chip cookie right here. And as you guys can see, this thing would not fit through without breaking it. The width just isn't enough to get the entire cookie through. But now, if you follow the Zach D Films origami method, in which you basically can stretch this hole out as much as needed, you can get this guy in there. It looks quite complicated, so I'm gonna try to follow it to a T, because I feel like I notoriously always get these things wrong. So I'm actually gonna try super hard to get this right, so bear with me. So we fold it in half. Then we fold it again. I'm lost already. This side? Oh, yes, it creates that. Making a really cool paper airplane here. Oh, and we're gonna stretch the hole. Okay, so we're gonna widen this hole and this hole. So we're able to do a little squeeze to make the hole bigger. And when you stretch the hole, you're basically making micro tears that are going to widen this, so then it's able to fit in. So I'm gonna stick my fingers in, and then I'm gonna open it back up. And now, nothing happened, as you guys saw, right? Nothing has broke, still the same exact one, but because of those micro tears, this cookie should go through now. Let's test it out. That is insane. Same hole, slight micro tears, all of a sudden a cookie is passing through. I did not think physics would allow for that, but you guys just saw it. All right, so that one absolutely works. That's a pretty cool one. Definitely recommend trying that.
Here we go, how to make a fishing spear. Why does somebody have to know this? I don't know, maybe you're going fishing soon and you don't have a proper spear. Well, listen up.
Into the end of the stick, then make a second split to form an X.
Okay, that looks good. No, guess not.
Into a point before pushing in a twig, sliding it all the way.
Wow, it already looks kind of menacing.
Split. Now do
Just those 4 prongs alone.
and tie a string around the bottom. Wind it,
That looks really good.
weave it around the twigs, tying
Cool, all right, some subtle art, I guess, that you do.
the 4 points.
Then you're going to stab a fish. Wait, was that a Zach D Films fish? Look at this at the end. We have a Zach D Films fish before GTA 6. With that said, let's go fishing.
So let's test this out. So we're gonna try to create a spear so we can go spear fishing in a river. So right now I found a really good stick, and then I have a knife right here, and we're gonna start by splitting this into 4s like so. Now we've broken this into 4 good sections. Then in order to keep it separated, you wanna get a twig and then wedge it in there like so. And now that we have it separated, I'm basically gonna form the prongs by just kind of cutting at it until it becomes sharp. Okay, I think that's looking pretty good, so I'm just gonna wrap this now to keep it secure. I'm gonna tape it to another stick, and we're gonna see if we can catch a fish. Well, thank you, Zach, because we are now officially ready to spearfish. So let's go ahead and find a stream or something and catch some fish. Okay, guys, we made it to a stream here, and this stream actually has a lot of wildlife in here. I see a couple of fish. I even see, like, is that a mosquito? I hate mosquitoes. Did I get him? Okay, well, I missed the mosquito, but as I was saying, there's a lot of great animals in here, like a family of ducks down there, and a bunch of cute fish that you could see out there. So I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and spear around and see if I catch any fish. Oh, see him, I see him. Missed him. Don't see too much activity here. Oh, I see something. Oh, I see something. Okay, we got a stick. Oh, something else. What is this? This actually might be a fish. We're onto something. Wait, guys, we're catching it. All right, here's my kill. What do we have? Is that a fish? Whoa, that's a rare one. I don't know what we just caught, but it looks appetizing. So we're gonna cook this up and eat it. Thank you, Zach. Okay, guys, I'm kind of over spearfishing. Did that for about 10, 15 minutes. And at least I was able to clean up the community by picking up some litter. So I guess that's good. So it does have that use case, but if you're actually spearfishing, I mean, it still could work. It's a really nice configuration. There's just not enough action happening here, and all the fish are scared of me now. So no fish died in the making of this video, but 1 water bottle did.
Okay, Zach, how to fold a shirt in 2 seconds? You really want to die in that hill 2 seconds? That's kind of crazy.
Lay your shirt flat and imagine a line across the
Okay.
middle. Then imagine another line down
I'm imagining.
to the bottom edge.
All right, so that's the point right there, somewhere around the nipple.
Hand and grip the shoulder,
Okay, the shoulder, and then what do we got?
cross the same
A little cross action.
edge on the same line.
Grab that,
Uncross your arm
and then uncross your arms,
for itself in the
and fold it over.
sleeve down first.
Is it really that easy?
Shirt over the sleeve so it
Wait, what? I mean, why wouldn't that work? This could change laundry forever. If you're somebody who's doing laundry right now, stop what you're doing and watch this video, because I'm about to save you, well, Zach's about to save you, maybe, hours and hours of time. Let's try this.
Okay, let's try to fold a t-shirt in just 2 seconds using this method. This could be super helpful. Say you have to clean up your room or something, or you have a lot of laundry out and you want to get it done quickly. All you have to do is take a line right down the middle, and then you're going to pinch that right there. Then you're going to take the top of the shoulder right here, cross here, grab here, and wow, it works. You have a folded shirt. Wait, that was so easy. And then if you have to put it a little bit tighter, just fold it over again, and you have a beautiful fold. I think that's actually how they do it in stores. If you ever worked retail before at like an Abercrombie or something, let me know if this is how you fold, because it's super efficient. So if I could do it in actually 2 seconds though. 3, 2, 1. Timer. I think we did it. We have a beautiful fold right here. This is a sign, whatever the age, clean your room, because you can do it in literally 60 seconds. You can get 30 shirts done. Really cool one, so thank you, Zach. Happy that worked, because I have to fold a lot of stuff when I go upstairs.
Okay, here we have a DIY faucet sprayer with a balloon, and I'm seeing like a molten nail about to go into a water bottle cap, so I'm intrigued.
Through the bottle cap, creating multiple holes. Then,
Okay, I think I see where we're going here.
now stretch the mouth of a balloon over the
All right, I do have some balloons, so that works.
Stretch the other end over your faucet
Oh, okay, I see.
around it so
Zip tie it.
place. Now, when
Oh, you know what?
you're on, it rushes through,
This is pretty useful.
giving you a movable sprayer. But
Okay, that is cool. So a lot of people don't have the flexible spouts, so I guess it's kind of annoying if you don't, because then you can't like do dishes. This is a pretty cool workaround, assuming it works. So let's go try to make this DIY faucet and see if it works.
So let's try to make this DIY faucet sprayer. So I have a bottle cap right here, and we're gonna drill a couple of holes in it, because that's gonna act as like the spout. So let's go ahead and put a few of these in. So I put some holes in the bottle cap, you can see right there, and now I'm going to take this end of the balloon and put it over the bottle cap, just enough so it could hold it, right? And then this end is gonna go right on the faucet. Then you can use zip ties, or in our case, going to be rubber bands. And then apparently when I turn this on, it's going to come out of there. So here we go. Oh, it works. It worked. Now the biggest benefit, as Zach's video outlines, is if you don't have a spout that's able to be maneuvered around the sink, you could just use the bottle cap and balloon technique, and then all of a sudden, you could get there, you can get there, you can get there, you can get there, and you can get all over your sink, including the mirror, I guess, with just a simple DIY. Kinda cool. I don't see like a ton of use case, because you probably just like get a different spout that does do that. But if you need something cheap and quick for less than, I guess, $1, this is what you can do. So good job, Zach. Tastes really good.
How to vacuum tiny cracks and crevices. So I guess if you're ever vacuuming and you can't get that little side of the house area because it's too tiny, this is what you do.
hole through a small piece of wood
Small piece of wood, drill a hole.
through until most of it sticks out.
Oh, I see what's gonna happen here. So the straw is going to suck it up.
Sealing the
But how's that go into the vacuum?
wood. Now press the wood against the end of your shop vacuum.
Just like so, I guess.
Turn the vacuum on. The
Turn it on, and the suction. Ah, okay.
Every small crack
That is genius if it works. I feel like everything can go wrong here, but if everything goes right, then we're in good shape, and we're gonna be vacuuming up a lot of small pieces of dirt.
So we're gonna test that video we just watched. So I have the straw contraption right here with the piece of wood and some tape, and I have my vacuum cleaner right here. And if you don't have the extension that gets super detailed and can get all the corners, you can make this apparently by just putting this together. And then if you just put it in here and start vacuuming, oh, the suction actually does create enough force that you have a little attachment here. Wow. It actually works quite well. Like, look at this guy right here. He doesn't stand a chance. So it's a really good way to get behind certain areas that you can't reach with just your normal extension. So let's say you have something like this. No normal extension would be able to get behind here, but then with this straw, you can get literally everything. All right, pretty cool little contraption you can make and attach it to your vacuum. So Zach was absolutely cooking on that one. That one works.
Here we have how to whistle with a blade of grass. And honestly, I'm not too optimistic because every single time I try to whistle from a Zach T Films video, it doesn't work. But maybe this one's gonna be different.
the grass and press it between your
I've
thumbs
seen people do this before. This must work. Like, I've seen it in practice. I've never done it, but...
together, leaving it
Okay, so there's the form.
in the middle.
So you want the grass right in between. Easy enough.
It. And when you blow through the slit, the air rushes past the blade, making it vibrate super fast.
Seems easy enough, right?
Doesn't work the first time. Shift your thumbs and try again until you
Granted, I don't have the grass yet, but I'm just trying. Practice makes perfect. Let's go outside, grab the finest blade of grass, and try this whistle out.
This is my 4th attempt at a Zach D Films whistle, and I failed every single one, but I feel good about this one because I've seen people do this, so it's definitely real. So I'm gonna find a really nice blade of grass. Oh, this looks perfect. Well, there's a wasp nearby. Maybe we don't mess with him. Aha, here is a perfect long blade of grass. I'm going to pull this out of the ground. Oh, look at that beauty. This is long. This thing's been growing for years. Apparently all you do is just put it in between your fingers to create that little hole and then blow. Let me find another one. Perhaps it needs to be more petite. So here is a tiny blade of grass that I will try it on. Aha! This is my first attempt. I found a really nice piece of grass. So just like Zach said, we're gonna put it between our fingers, leaving that little separation. You can see the grass, that hole right between, and then you're gonna blow. Oh, it broke, but you guys heard that. It kind of did work for like half a second. Let me get one more blow. Let's go! The first ever Zach D Films whistle, we got it. So it works with grass. It took a little while, it took 4 different blades of grass, but that absolutely works. So thank you, Zach. You finally gave me something I could do. Yes! All right, very cool. Let's go to the next one.
Making a teacup from an orange peel. So let's see this.
The orange in half and scoop out all the inside.
Okay, easy enough.
Peel away
I like his food hacks ones.
to make it as smooth as possible.
Who's the first person to think of this?
One half inside out,
Okay, inside out. Place it in there.
while the skin's facing outside.
It's kind of cool.
Small cup
What? We're putting teacups and orange peels and tape? What?
the peel after letting it dry for a few days
Okay, it's got to dry out, sure.
and pop the cup out to get it
Oh, that's cool.
that smells like oranges.
Then you have orange flavored tea. All right, let's go ahead and make this orange teacup and see if it tastes like orange.
Can you actually make an orange teacup? So I have an orange right here, and as Zach says, we start by cutting it down the middle. There's the inside of our orange. Then we're gonna scoop out the inside. Ooh, very juicy. The brains out of there. Yep. Then we're gonna dig out the other side as well, because we have to put this one inside out. And then I think we're gonna mold the orange basically, and we're gonna dry it out so that it retains its shape, which is going to look like a teacup. There's no reason this shouldn't work, but I wanna see if it actually tastes like orange when I do take a sip of tea. So can the skin actually retain the flavoring of the orange? There we go. Then we're gonna put it inside out. Careful not to break it. As I break it. So both sides of the orange have been completely scooped out and peeled, so there's no more strings or anything. So now I'm gonna connect these fibers here, inside out on one side, and then the other side just remaining as is. Wedge it in there nicely. And then what I'm gonna do is take one of these teacups, just to kind of establish the mold, and then press it down in here. Now it's fully taped up, so I'm gonna let this dry out for a few days. We're gonna come back to it, and hopefully the tea tastes like orange. We're checking back in on our orange teacup. It's been hours, so this thing should be fully dried out and ready to go. Hopefully it has this good mold now. All right, it feels very hard, but how does it look? All right, guys, so here is what the cup looks like. It definitely molded nicely. Like, this thing is perfectly in there. So now the last thing for us to do is stress test this with some tea. 1, see if the tea holds in it, and then 2, I'll let you know if the flavor is orange flavored. Okay, the tea is now hot. It just came to a boil, so I'm going to use this now as a teacup. I'm a little bit concerned that it's not gonna hold up with the water, so it would already be an amazing feat if this thing could hold some water, but then afterwards, I'm really curious about the taste. All right, the water's in there. Put the tea bag in, let that seep a little bit. All right, I think it's good now, so I'm gonna pick it up. Yep, no leakage or anything. Tea is in there, it's got a good brown color, kind of like a brown orange dish, I guess, because we have the orange peel too. And here goes the first sip of our newly discovered tea glass. I forgot that I created a little sip hole right there. Ugh, it's too orangey, because it's like, my mouth is directly on the skin. Oh, that's disgusting. I don't even think this is an orange. Let me give one more sip. Oh, it's like eating orange peel. That's gross. It works, but it's gross. So thank you, Zach, but also I would never actually use that in my real life. This is purely for video and educational purposes, but it works.
This seems a little too good to be true, but separate the egg yolks with a water bottle. How does a water bottle separate yolks from an egg? Let's find out.
Crack the egg, squeeze the bottle,
Oh, I see. So we're creating a little bit of a vacuum.
release your grip. And since the yolk seal
Okay.
the opening, the pressure inside drops and the air outside
Sure.
up into the
I mean, it looks cool.
it stays.
I feel like in practice, this isn't going to work. My issue with this is like, I don't think it's gonna be a clean detachment. I just can't see the yolk just getting sucked up. Because isn't there like an egg membrane that kind of like sticks to the egg white? Only one way to find out.
So let's see if you could truly separate the egg yolk from the egg white using only a plastic bottle. We're gonna start by just putting the egg in here, okay? Nice, healthy orange yolk. But let's say you don't want the yolk and you just want an egg white and you don't want to fish in there with your hands and get all gooey. Well, you just take a plastic bottle, squeeze the bottle, and then suck it up. Oh, it wants to go in so badly. Get in there, baby. Oh my gosh, it's so close. Let me try a better bottle. Okay, take two with a water bottle that has a smaller opening here. I think that was the issue. So let's go ahead and now suck this yolk up. All right, it kind of worked. We got some yolk. Okay, let's try this again with a new yolk. I think we can definitely do this. Perfect, beautiful yolk once again. We want to separate it, squeeze the bottle. All right, let's try this again. Oh, we keep almost getting it. All right, I could see it working in theory, but at least with this water bottle or the iced tea bottle you saw, it's not possible. You probably need like the perfect combination of like this opening, and the egg yolk needs to be like within the membrane still. And I think it's too far gone at this point, and I'm tired of just breaking eggs and not using them. So I'm gonna go ahead and call this kind of true. All right, thanks Zach for